Have you ever wondered how a new pope is chosen or elected? So Pope Francis passed away on April 21st, 2025 at the age of 88. So his death or demise will trigger the election of a new pope. And this is how that process unfolds. So the next pope will be chosen during a conclave, which is a private or closed meeting by the College of Cardinals, who are the most senior figures in the Catholic Church appointed by a pope or a pontiff. So the ones who are going to be voting for Pope Francis's successor or replacement would have been appointed by himself or his predecessors. Although there are over 220 cardinals from more than 70 countries, only about 120 cardinals are electors, so only about 120 cardinals are allowed to vote. And if a cardinal is over the age of 80, they will lose their voting rights. The cardinals must then take an oath of absolute secrecy. They aren't allowed any contact with the outside world for the entire duration of the election process. So no access to phones, no newspapers, no television, no letters or any other forms of messages. The chapel in which they're going to be gathering or meeting will be swept or cleaned up before entering the conclave to remove any listening devices. The meeting or conclave begins with a celebration of Mass, after which deliberations and voting begins. A candidate needs to win a 2/3 majority before they are pronounced Pope. If there is no conclusive result after 30 ballots, the candidate will be elected on a simple majority. The longest papal conclave in modern times or modern history was in 1922, when it took cardinals 5 days to elect a new vicar of Christ or a new pope. So vicar of Christ, I think, is old-fashioned, but it's also a way of describing a pope, right? You can say a pope, vicar of Christ, or a pontiff or pontiff. Each elector is given a ballot card or a voting card with the words, "I elect as Supreme Pontiff," printed at the top. So you're given a card like this one with the words, "I elect as Supreme Pontiff," written at the top. What you do is you take the card, you write the name of the person that you want to vote for. After writing the name of the person you want to vote for, you fold it up nicely so you can squeeze it or crush it. So you fold it up nicely, and then you drop it into a chalice. So you drop your vote into a chalice. This in no way looks like a chalice, but just so you get the idea, right? You drop your vote into a chalice. After each round of voting, the ballot cards are burned and chemicals are added to produce a black or a white smoke. Now, of course, if it's a white smoke, there's great news. We have a new pope. If it's a black one, on the other hand, there hasn't been any luck so far. Now, assuming that the smoke is white, the successful candidate has to accept the election and choose his name or choose their name. So, for example, Pope Francis chose the name Francis. And then cardinals will pledge obedience or allegiance to their new leader or to the new leader of the Catholic Church. They will then accompany him to a nearby room or to an adjacent room where he's going to be dressed up in a white cassock, a skull cap, and red slippers. One of the cardinals, usually the dean, will step onto the main balcony of St. Peter's Basilica or Basilica to announce the news to thousands of Catholic devotees or tourists gathered outside. The dean will declare, "I announce to you with joy, we have a Pope. I announce to you with joy, we have a Pope. I announce to you with joy, we have a Pope." If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss out on any of my future videos. It's been a pleasure. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.